everything on? Alright. You lead, okay? Focus on breathe, look up, yeah? Alright, just warming up, breathe, look up. How do you feel this morning, good? When's the last time you rode?
Yesterday.
Of course, I knew that answer. Alright, breathe, look up. Just warming up. Alright, knucklehead. That was good. Okay. What's that?
I said I need help with tight trees.
Yeah, and it's fine. Because I was going to say, there's a couple times we come to those tight trees where you have to jostle your handlebars. You're fine. It's just you're pulling the clutch in a little bit too far and then hitting the brake a little bit too hard. The thing is, just raise your head up just a little bit more. I know that sounds crazy because I always say that. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to look where you're looking now when you're up on it. You're going to look there. It's just look there sooner to spot your line so the bike can roll into it. And as soon as the bike starts to roll that way, just look up. And a lot of times that'll make the transition so much quicker. When we look down, we pull the clutch in and hit the brake too hard. Let's just turn around and go right back in there. The cool thing is, Cheyenne, I have it all on film so we can watch you be a goon through the tight trees.
Yeah, I feel like it takes so much time.
Now, knucklehead, don't think, okay, tight stuff like that. That's more like straight, just a couple staggered trees. When it's like that, stand and jostle the handlebars. When it's turny tight, sit down. All right, so don't think you got to stand the whole time. All right, let's work around, back around to it. Alright, so different than the last time, change it. So just don't pull the clutch in too far. Alright? On and right back off. Look up. Go ahead. Much better, right? Did it feel much better? And you weren't so stiff because some places you were, okay, yeah, I gotta sit down here. It's not like you can't balance through there. Sometimes faster, just go right to the seat. You get to do it one more time though. Come on. Okay. Just turn around and follow me right back there. Got better at the tighter stuff. Once we dropped down the hill, this is actually, when I was a kid, this was an old dump, the back of a dump hill, as you can see. Now, dropping in, most cases I would want to be standing, pushing back, coming down the hill. I'm just talking the section through here. Corner's pretty good there. I like that one time it kind of, see where even the track's still there, it drifted a little bit on you, right? Understand that, like, remember that one-legged squat? I'm not saying it works everywhere, and I'm not saying you got to do it everywhere. But a lot of times when you come into something where the front wheel or the wheels start to push, where there's not really a berm established, think of the one-legged squat. So I'm not saying you got to do it everywhere. Place where you do it's flat when there's no berm. And a lot of times it's just going to be right when your handlebar clears the tree, and then you're going into the bike and out. Now I say that because you can't really see it. The next turn, there's kind of a tree a little closer. Same thing, it's stand, handlebar clears the tree, then to the seat. And it just helps with the braking. It helps you be more controlled, in my opinion. So let's do this. I'm gonna figure, there's a loop here I can make to make us just go through it a couple times. Concentrate on that turn, but let's also roll a little further, and I want to talk about those bumps up there, quick. Alright, Larry, now listen. So if this was in a race, right? This is in a hare scramble. You come to this, you know, you could call this anything. I call it something like moguls, whoops, whatever. What's that? Whoops. Whoops, that's an old term, but the first thing is coming into this, right? You're getting drive out of the turn. The thing is, any kind of hole, especially leading into a section where there's even more following it, just think to yourself, all you got to think and remember is that you don't want the front wheel to go down in the belly of the first one. Now, so I'm going to accelerate, and that means not high or hard or whatever, just carry the front end and let the rear end drop into the hole. By doing that, you can just carry a split hair second more momentum into the section. Is it a big difference as far as letting the front wheel go down? It's minimal, but there's a difference. We're always searching for those little tiny things. What I'm saying is, when you're riding out, practicing, play around with that. Always think to yourself, keep the front wheel out of the hole. And it's just carrying the front wheel just to the top, so let the rear wheel drift down the other side and you accelerate. The other way is if we drive the front wheel into the face, we got to let off. All right? And it's so common, people just do that all the time. Now, the other thing is too, and I don't know what gear you're in, and I only say this because it's common. Think about gear selection. Sometimes with a section like this, remember I always say grab a gear, because it unloads the suspension, therefore don't kick. All right? Spin around and try and carry some mow through here, rather than letting the front wheel go down in every one. Back, so your body position's back, and I'm not trying. Are you scared? By me telling you to get the front wheel up, is there a thought that comes to your mind like, oh my God, I want to crash? No. Good. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And I say that because sometimes people are thinking, oh shit, and they get all tense, and they're like, oh, it's not. It is not that bad. It's just keeping the front wheel out, front wheel out, front wheel out. Okay? Keeping your feet tight to the bike so that when you go to accelerate, your feet and legs are tight to the bike so the bike don't go like that. Okay, shut up, Rich. Alright, now listen, Larry. We're going to go up, around, and circle right back that way. Make you a little track, and we're going to rip it up. All right, I'll lead the first one, and then you start leading them. All I want you to think is carry Mo into the section. Carry Mo in. And smile. And it's a bonus because we got a sick, nasty jump. Hey, Cheyenne! Alright, so getting comfortable wheeling them a little bit. Now, just try and think two things. Grab another gear, right? Grab another gear, and not more gas, just turn it about eighth and just hold it there smooth. So it's like you're driving a car. You push the gas pedal and hold it there. So gear up and just trying to keep the throttle as consistent as possible. Smooth with it. Go ahead. Less bumpy, higher gear, less bumpy.